We are 1 day away now from the 14-year anniversary of this channel and this brand. And we're going to go throw back to a few weeks ago. Because why not? That's what we got to do. The 2026 video that I've picked is a podcast episode. I felt like it was appropriate to dive into that. It's either going to be podcast, race playlist, something like that. I know I picked race playlist. 287 was close on my mind to pick. But I wanted to go something that was maybe a little more than a month from the upload of re-uploading it. Soon a month and a half. This is the Overwatch Anran face controversy plus Super Bowl 60 reaction. Generational Run, the podcast. I felt like it was appropriate to include this. It was a great podcast. Kind of got to talk about the haters on X with their delusion of me saying that they're cringe, basically. And just, that whole experience, everybody melting down because I said an Overwatch character's faces that need to be changed. How that became a big deal. And yeah, also reaction to Super Bowl 60, watching the Patriots get absolutely cooked. Nothing better than that. That was a great week. That was honestly a fantastic week. Great way to start off February. So, let's throw it back to the beginning of, the best month of the year. What gets better than February, right? All the important things happen in February. If we think about February, you think of importance. Super Bowl, Daytona 500, Valentine's Day, President's Day. February's got some important presidents' birthdays in it. And my birthday, I was going to say that real quick. My birthday is February, if you didn't know. But February is a pretty cool month. I'm a big fan of it. So let's throw back to February. Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are here for another episode of Generational Run, the podcast. And today we got many exciting topics for you guys. Many cool things to go over. It's been an interesting week for a lot of different things. So I think that this podcast will be good to kind of recap some of that stuff. We had some interesting things on X with a lot of people being hurt about a simple opinion. And we did some more gaming. We have Daytona 500 to look forward to. And it's the last time I'm ever doing a video when I'm 26. I'm going to be 27 in just a few days. So we got the last video where I'm 26. I got to lock in here. Getting older every day. Every video. That's kind of how that works, realistically. But, yeah. That's actually not true, because in the video that's coming up next, after this video goes out, I'm younger than I am in this video. Big brain. No. But it's one of those things that it's the last one before my birthday, so I'm excited about that. Got a lot of cool things going on this weekend. And yeah, it's just it's exciting. So that's that. Update on the channel in general. I feel like we've done okay with content. We've gotten, I believe, a few more subscribers, but things have kind of stayed stable. We've not really seen an improvement in shorts or anything like that, but just kind of going along. But we're just going to keep grinding, doing what we enjoy doing for content. Just keep having a good time. That's essentially where we're at. Kind of keep building, keep working on the brand. A lot of the other stuff with it is going well, so kind of keep building that, keep going with the content. Things on X have gone pretty well, view-wise. I've noticed from a lot of the Overwatch clips it says like 40 views. Now, again, views on X are different than views on YouTube. But, just to see a little bit of that increase in that is good. So making some slight improvement in that. So definitely, it's not all negative, for sure. I've felt like I've had a little more fun getting into recording again. Just the vibe has come back slightly, I feel, after being just super disappointed with what happened with the shorts. I definitely feel pretty much ready to go back and get recording the solo stuff and the stuff that Emma and I got to record together. She's worked on a few videos herself from the other day. She got Pokemon recorded and one of her new series recorded. So definitely a few exciting things to look forward to. But yeah, we just had a lot that we're working on. Of course, getting ready for March content. We're about halfway through February, so we got to kind of record ahead and get March stuff going. So yeah, I'm just ready for that. So let's jump into the video. First, we're going to take a look at this week's like fun, exciting thing we're doing. And we are going to be jumping into another Overwatch match. We tend to do that pretty much most weeks. This week we're going to jump into a match where I was playing Juno. I believe it is Nepal map. It's a Nepal match Emily and I did about a week ago. So before the new patch to the game, the newest updates. It's right before then. One of the last ones from the previous season. So I was really practicing Juno, playing her a lot. Yeah, so let's jump into that right now. And then I'll hop back in after that with Emily, and we're going to talk about a bunch of cool stuff from this week. So let's see what happens on Nepal right now.
Traveling to Nepal.
One small step at a time. Terran speaks so many different languages. I have decided to learn them all.
We have an understanding. We have an understanding.
Think I can use your ring tech on my bike? I have a race coming up soon.
Would that be considered cheating?
No, well, maybe.
5, 4,
How thrilling.
3,
We will make it happen.
1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
your fate.
Keep an eye out. Behind you. I'm on fire. Have to go back out there.
Alpha detected. Threat level.
Dispatching care.
Let the Kitsune guide you!
Take no point. Everyone work together.
They got up again.
Get in there, Beelzebub!
وريهم قوتك. First round.
Dynamite out! Spotted them.
Score 1-0. Systems online. Weapons ready.
Hey there. Saddle up. We got work to do.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
We are so close to winning.
Try again. Minor pack unlocked.
I am done, Commander. No, wait. I am still here. Does this help? I told you, no? You can do this. Better? Injury detected.
Supercharged and on fire.
Meet your fate.
Much better.
Gunkeeper kill. Don't let them take the point.
Let's increase our pace.
Get on over here. Let the Kitsune guide you! Get ready.
This time, I will succeed.
Time for the reckoning!
We are at a disadvantage.
Please group up.
Group up with me!
Group up with me.
Group up here!
وريهم قوتك.
None of you can stop me. Welcome to orbit.
Supercharged and on fire.
I am blasting off. Yeehaw!
How you doing, babe? How you feeling?
I nod.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, this video's going out on Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day.
Oh,
Let me kiss you on Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day video. Are you good?
yeah.
Behind us, we have our Valentine's Day goat from last year that I got, and Emily's got her fried stuffed guy somewhere in that pile. But yeah. This year for Valentine's Day, we got each other a lot of stuff. Really cooked. No, we really didn't. It's one of those things that neither one of us had really job for a few months. So, as you guys know, well documented from our discussions with brand stuff, whether it is on videos or posts on X, about how we got fired from Lowe's. So, we didn't really have jobs from October. Dealt with stuff on my toe for a while, and then I got into Home Depot just about, a week ago. Yeah. Last Saturday was my first day, so when this video goes out, it'll been a week. So I got paid for that one Saturday, because that was the end of the pay week, so we didn't have the most money. I did get Emily something that's coming, but she knows what it is. But that's her Valentine's Day gift. It's a little stuffed guy. It's the Surang from the Olympics from 2018. She wanted this year's Olympics one, but it was $60. So I found one from 2018 Olympics, which is my favorite one. And she likes the little tiger guy as well. So that one was a little cheaper. It's only $20. And it's cool, because it's from, again, years ago. So, got that for her. But yeah, other things that I want to just touch on here before we really jump into it. Let's see. Where is our schedule for this? We had... it was my birthday coming up. How you set up for my birthday? How you feeling? Blessings.
None. I logged in to eat food.
So, yeah, basically my birthday, or doing like we did last year with the watching Daytona 500. Last year's on my birthday, this year's the day before, but, yeah, we got some exciting things that we're gonna order some food and eat and chill, watch the race, hopefully, as long as it doesn't rain. But my grandma's gonna come over for that. My brother and his girlfriend, I told them about it. I don't know if they're gonna come over or not, but yeah, of course, my parents will be there. Emma will be there. So, it will be, it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. But we're gonna talk about Daytona 500 here coming up in a moment, and yeah. Also, as I mentioned, getting to work at Home Depot. First week was solid.
Really boring.
Definitely was boring. A lot of the trainings, I pretty much did trainings from Saturday till I worked on Thursday. I had one day off in there. I had Sunday off, but Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday was all training days. Saturday wasn't as bad because it was a little bit more of like an orientation where it's, led by someone who's like, okay, look at this, look at that. Let's get everything set up. Let's walk the store. That was more interesting. Monday was okay. And then just by like Tuesday at like 11 a.m. I was just crashing out. I was just like, oh my God, this is so boring. And then Wednesday I got to do the thrilling harassment trainings, including the person can be they being mentioned, which I was like, oh God.
Can't wait to do it.
We're promoting that. Okay. And then, yeah, it was just overall a pretty boring video. And then Thursday, it was just a little more trainings. But yeah, it's been training throughout those days. I'm assuming when I go in on Tuesday, it's going to be not all training because I'm all done
That's
with
what
it.
you're hoping.
I'm done with it. We'll probably
You're
be training.
going in, and it's gonna be like they're gonna assign you 6 more.
Yeah. The harassment training, we know that, we seen your video, and you said they can't be a person. That's actually incorrect.
Please watch this 2-hour video on why it's correct.
Yeah. 2-hour propaganda on how pronouns are great. Yeah. But no, it was, yeah, it was boring. I think the other thing, too, that made it difficult was Home Depot and Lowe's are not that different. I worked at Lowe's for 3 years. So the procedures for how pretty much everything operates is the same. From their policies to how you approach your job is the exact same.
Yeah.
The terminologies are pretty similar. Like, everything is very, very similar. Like, there's not much that is different from the two places. Home Depot's got a little bit more of the technology involved that they've done, I feel like, than Lowe's had. I mean, Lowe's we had to actually call the store and call out until, like, last summer, pretty much, or like last April. And you still had to call the store. You just had to press a button that said you're calling out. Home Depot, I can go on the app and press I'm calling out, and I'm good. And Lowe's, if you want to punch in, you got to go to the computer and type in your password. Home Depot, I can scan a QR code on my phone and I'm punched in. Like, so it's some of those things that I feel like is a little better that Home Depot's done, technology-wise. Some of the stuff with the products.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you this, but the top stock stuff that they have. Home Depot has, like, you're supposed to take a picture of the top of the base so everybody can see it from their phone. So you don't have to be like, okay, let me go over to, you know, Bay 18 in aisle 21 and see what's up there. There's just a picture. And when you take stuff down, you're supposed to take a picture of it. So that's interesting. But for the most part, it's very similar. Like I told you, the printed out cards is better because it's actually just printed instead of handwritten by people. But again, for the most part, things are very, very similar. So I'm just sitting here like, I already know this. So I'd imagine for like people who, you know, worked at, again, the same way. If you worked at Home Depot and went to Lowe's, you know, for people that like come back, like I'm sure like when my dad did it, when he left for like a year or two and then came back, I'm sure he's just like, bruh, come on.
Yeah.
You gotta do all these trainings again. Like, yeah. So, it was definitely interesting. I get to see my favorite color everywhere, though. I mean, my walls are pretty much Home Depot orange. So, they were definitely more Home Depot orange when they were painted in 2013. But
Well, if you take some of the stuff off the wall, the original color's still there.
not so much probably now, because we kind of changed it all, but where a lot of the stuff was on the wall for, like, years. And I'm sure when we take these off and, like, you know, say we took them off in, like, 4 years, 5 years, yeah, it would be more faded. But there's definitely spots where there was, like, posters and, like, pictures that have been on the wall since, like, 2014, like, that had been in the same spot.
Yeah.
That it was very noticeable. But either way, I think it was good overall. I had a few, you know, solid experience with getting things changed. Like the 16th, I needed off. And I had mentioned at the beginning, but it just got, you know, forgotten when they're hiring, you know, 5 people, 6 people at once. I think there was 6 people in my orientation the first day. And the one guy they had come in at, like, I think 4 o'clock. But everybody else came in at 10. So there ended up being 5 of us pretty much every day. And one dude wasn't there on Tuesday. So he was there Wednesday, Thursday. But again, there's 6 people they brought in at once. There's a lot of things to remember. So I had that one day missed, and I literally said, hey, I needed the 16th off. It wasn't, you know, put on there. Okay, you need the 16th, I got you. Got the notification on my phone, like, literally 20 minutes later that it had been changed. When we worked at Lowe's, it would take weeks for them to get your schedule changed. And that was through, like, you would talk to someone, hey, I need my schedule changed. Okay, sure. Hey, I need this changed. Can I get that changed? Let me send an email. All right, we had the stored emails. You either wouldn't get a response or it would take like a week. Like, hey, I need this day off. Okay. Nothing. So, getting it fixed was very, very easy. So, I enjoyed it. I think it's been pretty positive overall, though. So, there's that. But let's get into our sports segment. Are you ready, babe?
Yeah.
Daytona 500 is on Sunday, of course, as we discussed. We're going to be eating some pizza and enjoying it. And what driver do you think will be enjoying at the end of it with the victory? Who do you predict is going to win?
I think I picked Brad Keselowski on the paper.
I think so. Pretty sure you did.
But I wouldn't be mad if Kyle Busch won.
She doesn't want her favorite driver to win. No, I think Kyle Busch winning would be cool.
Kyle Busch finally got a pole
Yeah.
at Daytona. And bro's a speedy car.
Yeah. No, I think that Kyle Busch winning would be cool. Brad Keselowski winning would be cool. I believe I did pick Ty Gibbs to start the year.
Has Brad Keselowski won a Daytona 500?
No. Both of them haven't. They've tried many years each. I mean, even like Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott are getting up there in years that they've tried too. Like, they're not obviously as high up as Kyle Busch is, but they've each, I think, had like 13.
Yeah.
I think Brad Keselowski got like 17 or something, and Kyle Busch is at, this will be his 21st. So a lot of the guys that are champions, I mean, I think Ryan Blaney's in that too, but nobody cares. But I think he had about the same amount of time as Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott for doing it.
Mm.
So, like, you know, those guys are all champions that haven't won it. So, yeah. I think that that's going to be interesting to kind of see if one of the champions can win it or if we're going to get someone different. How do you think Connor Zilch is going to do? Obviously, I know he's your favorite driver. How do you think he's going to do his first Daytona 500 and his first race as a full-time Cup driver?
I feel like he wouldn't do, like, the worst of the worst, considering he was up in the front, even though it was the duels.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe he has, like, a slight chance to just, like, be up there.
Yeah, I mean, Daytona, obviously, anybody has a chance to be up there. I know when he did the O'Reilly series last year, he did, you know, decent at the restrictor plate tracks. He didn't, well, I mean, he did win one, but he didn't drive the car to win it. He didn't win one of them, but he was definitely up there. I mean, obviously, Talladega, when he got injured, he was leading on the last, was that the last lap? Second last lap, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
He was leading in that. Again, he does have a Daytona win. But, yeah, I mean, he didn't do bad at Talladega the times he raced it. I don't remember how he did. Didn't Daytona he crashed the first? Yeah, he crashed last year.
Yeah, him and Jimmy Johnson.
No, that was Charlotte. Same Daytona when he did O'Reilly the first time. He crashed the first race. I remember you were upset about it.
Yeah.
Because you didn't understand how it worked yet. With having a favorite driver and that they don't kill it the first race they're out there. Necessarily. Yeah. So, I don't remember how he did in Atlanta, but I know he didn't win any of those drafting super speedway style tracks. Again, he did, but on technicalities. Like, again, I think people trying to discredit him winning Daytona last year was dumb. It is the rule. Obviously, when it comes to the context of can a driver win at these tracks, he didn't do it himself, but he does have a win. Again, I think that he'll do solid. The main thing is just getting lucky to avoid wrecks. I mean, that's what it comes down to lots of times, those type of tracks. I think for him, making the right moves and kind of showing the rest of the field, because he's the only rookie out there. Or Corey Haim's going to be as well. Like, for both of them, is really just showing, you know, you can trust us to race out here, we're not going to do something stupid. like that's the thing that I think that through the duels, I think that both of them showed that, and then through the start of the race, like because if you show that you're not the best pusher, or you're not the best at staying in line, sometimes you will get shuffled out, and the other drivers will not go with you, and they'll send you to the back. So I think for them, especially for Zealot, because obviously he's going to be racing all the tracks of that style, to really just kind of show he's good at it to start. So I think he'll do good. Again, my official prediction is Ty Gibbs to win. Just because, I got to pick Ty Gibbs a few times throughout the year. And I want to start the year by picking Ty Gibbs. I mean, the Toyotas have been good. Chase Briscoe is starting second. All the Gibbs cars, I think, besides Ty Gibbs, were in the top 10 in qualifying on Wednesday. He was 11.
Yeah.
He was 11, so he was like right there. Yeah, because Denny
He
Hamlin
just so happened to get shuffled out at the last second.
Yeah, I think didn't he get pushed out by Denny Hamlin?
Maybe.
I think it was the last when he got pushed out by Denny Hamlin. So again, all the Gibbs cars are top 11 in the speed and Wednesday qualifying. So I think he'll do good. I mean, he's always towards the front in those races. He tends to be towards the front in a decent amount of races. He just doesn't have the finishes to really show for it. But I think that he'll be in a spot where he could maybe make the right move to win on Sunday. Other things for sports talk about F1, I haven't watched the testing, but all the drivers have been saying that the car is kind of shit. Unless you're Lando Norris and George Russell. Basically the two frauds of F1 like it. But drivers who are champions, besides again Lando with his fake championship, real champions, Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, they'll absolutely hate driving this car. The fact that there's corners that you have to lift through you didn't have to before, going slow through the corners to manage your battery, come on. It just seems...
Just gas and go, bro.
It definitely is one of those things that they, said we have to do the environmental bullshit of putting batteries in your car. And they've kind of ruined the way the cars race. Because again, the thing is for F1, and for racing in general, and I know specifically for F1, the environmental impact that they have as a sport, the part that has the lowest environmental impact is the race cars.
Yeah.
The traveling, right, if you want to talk about environmental impact and go into all that bullshit, which I don't really care, because a lot of it's just stupid made up bullshit. But, if you really want to go into it, the environmental impact of flying 11 race teams, 22 race cars, and all of their stuff to fly it, put it on boats, and host 24 events, which includes fans going in there, and all the stuff that they would create through, their travel and waste and stuff. You want to talk about all that. Is a way more higher impact than cars going around a track for 40 laps to 70 laps. The cars put out some of the least environmental impact, environmental waste or whatever of all of it. So, and again, they have the biofuels and all that stuff, which, that stuff's whatever. If you want to put biofuels in your car and make it run cleaner, I mean, there's no issue with that. But I think when you sit here and say, we're going to put, a bunch of batteries in the cars, which, batteries are environmentally bad. They do hurt the environment. And when you're done with your batteries, you dig a hole and throw them in it. Electric cars are worse for the environment than gas-powered cars.
Bro.
What? On electric cars being worse?
Yeah.
Because they are.
Yeah. Don't get me started.
So, it's one of those things that, the production of batteries is terribly dirty for the environment. And it's one of those things that people don't realize because, you're caught up on this. We got to save the environment bullshit.
Oh my god, let's save the environment.
Which, sure, there are things you can do. Because environmental, like, destruction isn't that it's not real. It's just that it's way overblown of the destruction that it is.
If you want to be more environmentally good, get rid of battery-powered cars.
Yes, battery-powered cars are bad for the environment. It's kind of like the thing where you have these celebrities that are like, use paper straws, and then they're flying across the country in private jets. Like, that type of thing.
I hate paper straws.
Oh, yeah. You have, like, these global, like, world leader meetings of how to save the environment.
Oh my god, let's save one turtle.
And you have, like, 45 countries' leaders fly to meet in, like, Belgium. And then they all have to get there through private planes. They're going to sit there and say, you know what? Let's ban plastic bags. Like, bruh.
Let's take away free plastic bags at grocery stores.
I hate the fact that we don't have plastic bags in the stores. It's so obnoxious, bruh.
Oh yeah. We used to like have a whole collection of like the thin plastic bags from like Walmart because we'd use them for like trash and stuff.
Yep, use them for trash. We would have them for like the cat litter, stuff like that. Like, yeah. I mean, it's pretty dumb to do that. Obviously, we live in a state that does that. I know some people out there are fortunate to not live in states that, or are fortunate to live in states that don't have that rule, I should say. We have that, though.
I gotta ask Chart if she gets plastic bags from the store.
Oh, and fucking Oklahoma, dog?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, bro.
Like, can you send a few?
Oklahoma ain't woke, dog.
Can you send me a few plastic bags, please?
Yeah. But yeah. F1's gonna be pretty bad. Max is saying he'll retire, and Lando Norris is talking shit about it because Lando Norris can't shut the fuck up. So yeah, there's that. Other sports. The Olympics are going on. We haven't really got to watch much of it. We watched the women's halfpipe. What do you think about that?
That was cool. I liked watching them go up and down. They looked like the little Shy Guys.
Real.
Except the Shy Guys don't fall.
Real.
They just... Whee!
You never watched snowboarding in your life, so...
I watched a movie about it one time.
Real.
It's like some Disney movie or some bullshit.
Snowboarding's one that I've always known about and been interested in because my brother, he used to snowboard all the time. So, when I was, younger, he would always go out in the snow and do stuff, and I would, want to follow him around in it or, see what he's doing.
You're rat dog.
Real. Yeah, I was with him when he, broke his ankle snowboarding once. Where we used to live, we had the road was a big winding hill, and he snowboarded down that. So yeah, he did a lot of stuff with that. And he worked at a store that would sell a lot of snowboarding related products. So I would always see a lot of snowboard stuff. I mean,
I want to snowboard. I think it'd be cool.
Ask him to teach you. I'll ask him if he comes over my birthday to teach you.
Catch me on the... Just going down the hill.
You're gonna snowboard on that?
Mm-mm.
Considering that snow is not good for snowboarding now. Because it's melted and frozen and then melted and froze again and again.
Yeah, you can ask him over me.
Are you scared to ask yourself?
You just said you were going to ask.
No, I will.
Like, fuck.
I'll send him a message right now.
Okay. Do it.
So yeah. No, I thought that was cool. We gotta watch curling. We gotta watch US do a few games. I seen against Canada. I seen the result from that. I know we talked about watching that. Would have popped up on my feed.
Didn't they cook them?
It was the first time the U.S. women had ever beat the Canadian women. Because Canada's always...
Is it women's curling we're watching?
Yeah.
watching men's curling too?
I don't know. We haven't watched any, and there's like
I don't know how it works.
you can watch men's and women's curling, but the fact that they've already had 5 games and we've watched 0. Yeah, no, I definitely want to watch that. See a few of the games, and yeah, I know what was it, Luge was on the other day. My parents were watching that.
Yeah.
Those never interest me. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't like how they jiggle when they slow-mo the camera.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
the luge and bobsled stuff, like, it doesn't. The bobsled's the one I think is the most interesting.
Well, I was like, I asked your dad, I was like, what's the, why do they get a head start even though they're like down the damn thing? Like, what is that doing for them?
Yeah.
And like, the only thing that's kind of cool is that they're going like almost 80 miles an hour down a little fucking thingy that goes wee.
Yeah. I want to watch the speed skating. That's always ridiculous.
Did you see I think it was the first black woman to win a gold medal, I think, for America or something.
Yeah, you don't have many in the Olympics. The Olympics are definitely more white people. Where the Summer Olympics are more everybody participating. The Winter Olympics, I mean, you get more of like, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, all killing it. U.S. still does well. We don't do as well as summer, but you get that, and you get a lot of like the Asian people doing like snowboarding and skiing.
Yeah.
You get a lot of Asians in that. Because I mean, the one that we'd watch, the women's half pipe. I mean, weren't they like all Asian besides like 1 or 2? There was one from Spain, and there was one like American woman who was not Asian. I think it was like 10 of the 12.
Yeah.
They've kind of taken over snowboarding, which is very interesting to see. It'll be interesting to watch the men's one.
Will catch me getting taken over.
I'm sure. All right. Let's talk about some other topics here. I don't know if we mentioned it last week, but the Overwatch Champion Series, we're going to do some videos on that. Kind of doing analysis of the matches and watching it. I know what's going on this weekend. There's a lot of things, though, that we're kind of doing. Between watching racing, I'm making food tonight. And on Valentine's Day, I'm making food. And we're doing a lot of like placement matches for Overwatch, and we're just doing a bunch of stuff. So I don't know if we're really gonna get to watch it, to give like a proper analysis of it. I want to. I have it written on the schedule, but I just don't know what's gonna happen. So that's going on. But once it does like start up officially, this is just a boot camp week anyway. Just gonna practice, see how the teams are gonna play. When it actually starts, we do want to do videos on that. And really just, give analysis of it. We have got all the Twitch drops from it for at least the first of 2 days. The 14th, 15th, or the 13th, 14th day for the Twitch drop. We got all the items for that, so we got to get the stuff for the 15th, so we can get that. But it'll be interesting to kind of see how that plays out and how it is. Definitely looks like it. I said to Emily last night, it has less aura than Overwatch League had. But who knows how it's going to be when they do more big events. Plans for March content. I know we talked about last week. Again, doing some different stuff for March content. We're going to be doing a little less videos. What are we doing? Isn't it like 18 or 19 in a week?
I think so.
I can actually pull it up right here for you guys. Mondays are going to be Pokemon and Stardew Valley that they currently are, with the OWCS Power Rankings when we do those videos. Tuesdays are going to be Emily playing Fallout 4, and either Emily or myself playing Pokemon Violet. On Wednesday, we have Emily doing NASCAR 2005, and I'm going to be doing Wreckfest and a new Overwatch series. We're trying to incorporate more Overwatch onto the channel. I'm doing a new series called Overwatch 1 Hero, 1 Video, where essentially I'm going to go and play through all 50 heroes, and obviously by the time we get to the end of it, there will be more heroes that will be out, because it'll be about a year, so we'll probably have at least 5 more. So it'll be about a year series. We'll be looking at about 55 by the end, maybe even 60, depending, or maybe 56, I should say, by the end of it. Just depending on how long it's going to take.
Yeah.
But that's what it is, Overwatch 1 Hero, 1 Video. So it's going to be going at the same time as Wreckfest. Wreckfest is very close to ending. I had just a few more wins to get in that. So probably for a few weeks of overlap, and then it will just be Overwatch 1 Hero, 1 Video. On Thursdays, Emily's doing Mario Odyssey still, and you're going to jump to Mario Galaxy when that's done.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be playing Overwatch Competitive. That's going to shift in March to being a weekly recording instead of being recorded ahead of time. And because there will be, there's always changes. There's already been a new patch to Overwatch since the 10th when it came out. There's already a new one that's out today. They've tweaked a little bit of the new heroes already, changing some of their powers and their abilities. And not their abilities, but the power of their abilities. Making some of them either weaker or stronger. For the most part, they made them all a little stronger, actually, of the new heroes. I think Diminished Shield lasts a little less time or something, but they've made...
Please make Emery's ult not one-tapping.
They made Emery stronger.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
We're cooked. It's over.
They pretty much made everybody stronger. Which we can actually talk about that in a moment here. And then we're going to do Overwatch match analysis. I'm going to do that weekly. And I'm going to do that of the competitive match that we played. So... Friday is going to be Emily and I playing Lego Fortnite. We're going to introduce us playing Fallout 76 as a weekly series. And Gran Turismo 7, of course, that will continue. Saturdays, Emily's introducing a new series for you guys. Overwatch Mystery Heroes. She loves playing Mystery Heroes. Probably your second favorite one to competitive. Of game modes. And then we're going to have the race playlist and the podcast. And then Sundays, it'll be Emily playing Pokemon, continuing with her favorite game. Let's Go Pikachu.
I hate Let's Go Pikachu.
Not even engaged in doing this video. That's crazy. What you doing? Not focused on the video. It's crazy. Lock in, bruh. I'm going to be doing NASCAR 25, and together we're going to be playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Are you excited about that, babe?
Yeah.
Why are you like this today?
Like what?
Delusional.
I'm not.
Alright, let's see what we got here for the patch notes. So, Domina, they reduced the panel health by 25. Anran's fans, the impact damage increased a little bit, 20 to 22. Fan the Flames, impact damage, uses beam damage against armor mitigation. Inferno Rush can be cancelled with quick melee, and Ignition, the burning, the linger time for the burn is now 4 seconds instead of 3. Emery, the fall off range is now bigger for his gun, so he can shoot further. Basically,
Good.
The fall off range increased from 30 to 45 to 35 to 50, so it's a little further fall off range. And the cyber frag, the explosion damage minimum radius is now 2 meters instead of 1.25. Jetpack Cat's frenetic flight regeneration rate is reduced from 30 to 25. And Mizuki, the spirit gavel, the cast time is reduced from 0.1 to 0.025. And recovery time is increased from 7 to, or 0.7 to 0.75. And its healing Casa, the range is increased from 25 to 30 meters, and default self-targeting range increased from 8 to 10 degrees. And its ultimate cost is now 7% higher, and it heals for 100 instant healing when he deploys it. And Vendetta, the life steal, is reduced from 40% to 30% with her Siphoning Strike minor perk. Those are the changes that are coming out. Just little hot fixes. Just slight little tweaks, basically, to the characters. And then, finally, for our general talking segment here, Epiccw Esports. How's it going for you, babe?
Good. It's going good.
Elaborate more, please.
Um,
What have you done this week for Epiccw Esports?
made an X account and started making a Discord server that I don't have any idea how to actually do, but I'm trying to do it anyways.
Now, what is the X account called?
Epiccw Esports.
Alright.
And I haven't posted anything yet
Real.
because I forgot.
Real. So that's Epiccw Esports. Thanks for the update, babe.
You welcome.
How's placements going?
Bad.
Yeah.
Bad. Not having a good time.
Open queue placements, we've done 8 so far.
Not having a good time.
We're 3 and 5. We had a few that we should have won.
Not having a good time.
Push map, I messed up my ultimate. We had one match that we actually managed to win, but we had a Moira who was throwing. Yeah, we had a few matches where, I mean, we played, I think, pretty well in most of them, but we just had some of the ones we got some teams that were just...
Trash.
Oh my god. I mean, Gibraltar, the last match I watched when Gibraltar that we played, I didn't do well. But, I mean, Junkertown, our team couldn't kill anybody. There's an Ashe and a D.Va that was just running the team. I could have taken out the D.Va, but our team wasn't taking out anybody else. So, like, when I'm trying to go head-to-head with this D.Va, I'm getting struck by their Moira, while our team's over here like, wow, look at the textures on the wall of Junkertown. Like, okay, I can't take out everybody.
Yeah.
What about when Wen said, we have the D.Va on this side, take out everybody else? And there was, like, 5 people on me. I don't know if you heard that part.
Yeah.
I was like, great, you guys have the D.Va, but I also have, like, their Sigma and their Ashe and their, like, Moira or whoever the hell they had. I was like, I can't take them all out.
Wan thinks you can.
And I'm glad that Win thinks that I can do that. I appreciate the positivity. But yeah, there was a few matches in that we should have won. I mean, that push map that we literally had most of the distance, and then we couldn't get them off the robot and ended up winning.
I fucking hate push maps.
Push maps are too momentum based, I think.
That's why I'll vote for a flashpoint if I really need to.
Yeah. Like, the push maps are just too much of, if you can hold the robot and your whole team's on it, it's really, really hard to get people off. It's like a payload map, but from 10 different directions. So,
Yeah.
at least payload maps, like, everyone's just going this way, and you're all attacking from this way.
Yeah.
Like, it's a little bit more standard, where the push maps are just ass. Alright. So yeah, we easily could have had been 5 and 3, and if you really want to get optimistic, we've easily been 6 and 2. So it's definitely putting our ranks lower than they should be. I'm projected gold 3. You're projected what? Bronze 2?
Bronze 1.
Bronze 1. I don't know what WAN's projected at,
I
but
thought he was like silver 4 or something.
something like that. Hopefully we can win the next 2 and kind of get you a little higher. If we can get you out of bronze at least.
I don't want to be in bronze again.
It's just annoying because like you got up into silver, like you were almost halfway through silver.
Yeah, I got to silver 2.
It's annoying because again, that was the thing. I was in platinum. I got to platinum 1. I ended up being platinum 5 by the end, but I was platinum 1 when we, as the highest. And it's just like, I want to be high gold, low platinum. Like put me there. Like I need, if I can place gold 1, I'm happy. And if we can get you to like silver 3, we'll be good. All right. Now we have an interesting segment. Because that's actually our general discussion segment. This is actually our gaming segment, fun fact.
Whoops.
And this week on X, there's been a little bit of a controversy within Overwatch community. And that is the Anran face controversy. Anran's face does not look the same as it looks in the drawn comics, the animated stuff. The model that Blizzard used for her face does not look the same. It looks similar to Juno slightly. It doesn't even look the same. It's similar to Juno. And the delusional voice actress woman, maybe she's a woman, I don't know, for Anran, decided to put out a video. So essentially, I've seen 1 or 2 people when Anran got announced saying her face is wrong. But it was 1 or 2 people. No one really seemed to care. Then this voice actress woman, who's really just a Twitch thought, that Blizzard decided to hire to do voice acting, put out a video saying how she was disappointed by Anran's face. Now, I feel the people who do voice acting, if you were hired to be just the voice actor, your job is to be the voice actor. Your job is not to give the developers input on the character you are playing. Right? It's one thing if you're like, hey, I've played the game and I think this character is too overpowered. Anybody can say that. But I feel when it comes to design-wise, your job, and especially publicly, is to not say that. Because Overwatch had a lot of time to rebrand things from Overwatch 2 back to Overwatch. And a lot of emphasis to make up lost ground that they had to like Marvel Rivals and just in gaming in general. By all the stuff they changed with the game. And she did damage to that by talking shit about it publicly. If she really had a problem, I think privately saying to the developers, hey, you know, let's change this, right? Can we change it? Can we work on it? Right? I think to make it public, you look like a dick. And you look like egotistical bum, narcissistic, you know, fucker who's just like, I want to make this out myself. Because really what it is. Mm-hmm. And it became such a thing that the developers had to acknowledge it. And again, instead of spending the build-up to the launch in the days after the launch of the event, really focused on that, everybody's focused on Anran's face. And instead of, you know, giving genuine ideas of what things could be changed or fixed with Overwatch, we're talking about Anran's face. Because I had a few things that I put out of the post of what I think they could do to fix Overwatch and make it better. I felt like some of the stuff with perks, being able to say, you know, default, I want these 2 perks. So when you level up, the game just gives you the perks. I think that's a good idea. Because when you play, like, you kind of have the 2 perks you want, right? Mm-hmm. Like, when you play Orisa, I know the second perk you kind of switch back and forth on. But the first perk, you typically pick the same thing.
Yeah.
Diva, I always pick the same 2. I always pick the one that gives you more, like, boost. And I pick the one that gives me shield. Always pick that. Juno, I've kind of picked the same 2. I worked on switching one of them a little bit, the first perk. But after reading through it a little bit, and kind of understanding it better. And then Zenyatta, I picked the same too. So I kind of picked the same perks, and most people probably pick the same perks.
I picked the same ones for everybody else.
So yeah, you do the same for everything besides that one Orisa then. The second Orisa perk. So, let us say these are the 2 perks that I want. When the game loads, it just, here you go, here's your perk. Instead of having to, some people I think forget it in the middle of a battle. And B, it's the 2 buttons on your controller that you're doing movement. So if I pick it up and I'm mid-battle, I don't press it in time. Well, now I picked the wrong one because I'm, in the middle of the battle. Right? If I need to, boost as D.Va, I might pick this, and then, now I'm going to get the stupid remake damage one. So, give me that. And I also think that having, Fortnite, where you can give people gifts of skins and items is a good idea. That's the type of stuff that I think we could be putting in the comment sections. But instead we're worried about Anran's face. So, I made one post. Because the developer dude, Aaron Keller, he put out a video on the Overwatch page. Basically talking about how they're going to look into developing Anran's face. And I felt that it was just a waste of time for development to put people and resources into it. Because again, there's other things you could do with that. Because, the unemployed people in the comment sections think that I'm wrong. But realistically, when you're working on something, you're dedicating time and people to that job. No matter what, right? Whether you work at a store or you work at a very complex thing. It's all the same, right? If you're dedicating time and things to people, something's going to get missed. And you're not going to do something, right? And a good example of that is when we worked at Lowe's, right?
Yeah.
I had to have someone spot for me. And they didn't want to schedule someone to spot for me. So I would always have to pull Jonathan or pull Nick from tools. Mm-hmm. And when I'd take one of them to help me for the entire night so I could finish my job, they didn't get their job done. And then tools would have, carts of screws and something to be put away, but they didn't get to do it because I needed to take them. Because they didn't dedicate the resources properly within the store to say, let's put 2 people in lumber. And it's the same idea where if you say, okay, I'm going to, take you off of what you're doing to go over here to change her face. Because again, people think it's, boom, boom, her face is fixed. But it's all coding. It all has to interact with things. The most simple thing can throw off the entire coding of the whole game. It's one of those things that it's not easy to do. She has, already close to 10 skins. They're already working on more. It's not like it's, we put out this character, now let's work on skins for her. They probably have developed skins for a year out. It's not like they're like, let me start working on the skin to put out next week, guys. They're already on to at least stuff for the end of the summer, if not next year. These companies aren't working on tomorrow's thing today.
Yeah.
They're already on probably the next build, the next 3 characters making designs for them, right? That's the thing. They said they're already working on next year's stuff in the Spotlight video. They're already on to 2027 content. So, that's a lot of stuff they got to change with Anran. The way that she interacts with everything and all the assets within the game. It's a lot to change. And I think that dedicating multiple people to that, because it's not like it's one guy sitting at his desk redesigning her face for 5 minutes and it's ready to go. It genuinely isn't. It's going to take time. And I feel like it's a waste of time. So I commented, unbelievable caving to the online mob. Because I feel like the most people don't really give a fuck. It's the few people that go with what the voice actor says as, the words of what this Twitch thought thinks. I said, can't believe development time is going to something so relevant when other more important and exciting changes could be made. And, again, I feel like it's one of those things that the vocal people who were we need to change beauty standards or some bullshit, are the ones that are worried about it. And it's typically the pronoun whales with red hair or blue hair and, like, disgusting eyebrows. And, like, they look like shit, basically. That are hurt by video game characters looking better than them, basically. And I mean, I got 24 comments on this. On this initial post. There's multiple responses to each one. And 727 likes. Someone saying that it's a tired argument implying there's only one developer, which is not what I implied, as I explained to you just now. Someone told me to cope. Someone said, do you think they're not going to make her still attractive? Which I never said. I literally said, development time is going to something irrelevant, when more important and exciting changes could be made. That's what I said. This isn't a woke issue. The character literally has the same face. I was like, I never said it was a woke issue. Again, the woke people are the ones that hopped onto it, because every single person commenting had, like, pronouns in their bio and, like, pride rainbow flags or trans flags or whatever things. Someone said it's called consistency. Now, I've seen a post somewhere that Blizzard themselves doesn't even make those, like, things, the drawings and stuff. They have another team, like, people they pay to do it. Yeah. Someone said if they made the decision to do something, it means it doesn't take away from other stuff they're working on. Which is not true. Because again, unless you're hiring one person to say, or multiple people to say, this is your job to fix this exclusively, you're taking people's work from something else.
Yeah.
Again, it's the unemployed people that don't understand how that works. Like I said, with Lowe's, if I took Jonathan to Spot, stuff wasn't getting done that he had to do. It's the same idea. If they take and say, all right, you got to work on Anran's face now. Well, you're going back on work that you did before that you're now spending time on that you're not developing stuff for next year. Mm-hmm. Someone commented, quiet child. The Overwatch devs actually care about their player feedback. And this is heavily requested by the community that actually plays the game. Because the thing, you have people saying, like, if you were saying it was dumb and a waste of time, that you're a tourist and don't play the game. So I said not having the opinion held by the vocal minority doesn't mean I should be quiet. And then there's people that's, like, the Chinese people didn't want it to be changed. And this thread turned into, like, a bunch of Chinese people just, like, arguing with people. Yeah, people were hurt by the online mobs. So someone pulled this up when they searched Overwatch on my account. This is their screenshot. Which I then pulled up this screenshot where it goes all the way from 2016 where Overwatch is mentioned as a video. The first video I did was September 11th, 2016 of Overwatch. And then someone said you pay for Twitter, your opinion's irrelevant. Which I then said that I enjoy the benefits of paying for X. Which then turned into them talking about AI pornography and Elon Musk being in the Epstein files. Yeah, they said unbelievable that they listen to their fan base and not a bunch of perverted chuds and culture war tourists. Someone said it's a single 3D model. Which then someone basically is like, people throwing a fit over a model in a game is pathetic behavior, which is true. I got a comment that said, L take. Do you think the gameplay balance team is going to had to work on visual aspect of a hero. Because that's how video game teams work. Which is true. But you're taking the development of, like, the, like, models and stuff. Someone was a Chinese player said that they, agree with the view that I had. Someone said it's horrible the devs listen to the fan base. Go fuck yourself. We want older and hot instead of younger and cute. That's it, bruh. 0 out of 10 rage bait. Yeah. So just a lot of good comments. And there's another post that I put something on. It is funny. Again, especially when it comes to like the discussion of her face is the problem, but then we get to like her skin is nothing like it's in the drawn thing and no one cares.
Yeah.
And again, the voice actress woman there, she's talking about how, you know, she's, you know, here to push the agenda and all that stuff.
Yeah, the agenda of our propaganda.
This one here, this green pig fraud that's makes somber art or whatever the fuck. Saying that she's filtering out the grifters from coming back into Overwatch. It's amazing news. So I just commented, amazing news, that people said, yeah, I'm good, to coming back because the voice actor acted like a child and made her personal issues public. Like, realistically.
Mm-hmm.
So, basically, she was, I know, blocking people if they gave their opinions on what she was saying. I didn't get blocked, unfortunately. I was hoping to. I think Overwatch has a voice actor issue in general. Where their voice actors are, like, way too involved in, like, activism and shit that's, like, a waste of time.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were saying that the Chinese players, like, don't want to change. So, we'll see. See what happens with that. I know they get a lot of money from China, so. Who knows? You see, unfortunately, I'm not blocked. It didn't say blocked. I was hoping to get blocked. Is the same with, like, the Vendetta voice actor who's out here, like, wanting all the characters to be gay or some stupid shit. Oh, this is the best one, though. Of all the comments that I received on this. Oh, some people just, like, go to your page and try to talk shit about you.
Yeah.
So one person here, this, I did get blocked by them. This they, them, lizard fraud creature. Commented, if someone proposed to me in a Reagan hat, I would say no in a heartbeat. Because they looked at the engagement picture that Elle and I have from 2014 or 2024. And yeah, Emily basically cooked him in the comments, and then Wan cooked him in the comments, because it's just dumb. Like, okay, do you really care? And I quote tweeted because they blocked him. Because again, you talk shit and block people. That's the big brain. Then you don't have to, like, deal with getting cooked.
Yeah.
So I quote tweeted. I'm like, you don't have to worry about getting proposed to. Like, no one's gonna talk to you, buddy. Like, so yeah, it was it was just funny because, like, if you're so worried about that, like, why does it matter? Because A, if you're that, like, delusional, you're probably not going to talk to anybody who would wear a hat that says Reagan on it. So why would anybody propose to you wearing a Reagan hat anyways? People just, like, walk up and propose to you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't really give a fuck what people's opinions are. All that matter is that Emily likes it. So, that's what matters.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
That person never did respond to you when you cooked them. So. But yeah, that was a good comment. I was just trying to see if I'd the Vendetta voice actress one. I want to see what she put out. She put out some real stupid shit. Let me see here. Let me try to find it. Why don't you tell us what your opinion on this is, babe, while you're here?
That I don't really care what the characters look like and if they look similar. It's not like I'm sitting here staring at them while we're playing.
Exactly.
Like, you stare at them in the hero screen. That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
couldn't be bothered to care about really how they look like.
Like, here's the character. Okay, back here, can you see it? Can you shoot it? Okay, what's the character look like?
Yeah.
What's their face, guys? What's their face look like? Like, that's what it looks like on the screen. Like, come on. The only time you're going to probably see her face clear is if you're, like, playing Widowmaker, like, sniping on top of a platform.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah. The one for the voice actors for Vendetta says, "My first promise as new leader of Talon, I'll make it gayer and everyone should wear a crop top. Join Talon now."
Ew.
As a quote tweet to this.
Disgusting.
Which again, why are you getting involved in this? Like, your job is to be a voice actor for Vendetta, not like make your own fucking lore.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it just doesn't make sense. All right. It is time to discuss our videos from this week. Recent comments. Did we get any? Well, we got a lot of likes. We did not get anything on YouTube for this week. Gran Turismo this week, I won 3 of the races and scored the most points ever in the history of the series, breaking Jonathan's record from Season 5. How'd it go for you, babe? Was it?
Yeah.
Why?
I like the expressways. I did not do good. I got scammed by you for hitting me out of the way to go into the pits. And you scammed yourself. That was funny.
I didn't.
I don't know. I watched the clip.
Okay. What else you gonna say about that episode?
Did I win any of them?
Yeah, you won 1 race.
Yeah. I like the expressways. I've just hit something and then I go slow.
Typically.
Because I couldn't really... I hit a lot of the walls, so either my left front or my right front were damaged half the time.
Yeah.
I couldn't just stay not grip an old car.
We did determine that next season we're going to do 10 episodes instead of 8. Race playlist, you got a little closer in that as I gained some wins. But you also, I believe, gained 5 or 6. So like that you were way closer win-wise than you were in the previous episode. So that one's good.
Yeah.
Right. So now's your turn. Tell us about your instruments. Get locked in. That segment's up. What you got? Come on, sit up. What you got?
I don't want to.
Come on, sit up. Tell us what you have.
The clarinet. This stupid magical fucking brick. That this doesn't tell you what it is. All of the other, that one I just opened just said a bunch of pointless shit.
Oh. Stretch out my leg here.
Don't.
Alright, what you got?
So look at this. Look at this on Google. Musicalhelp.org.
What? Babe.
What?
You can't get into it out of my phone. You sat here laying on the bed scrolling X the whole time I was talking. Like, come on. What?
Nothing.
Am I supposed to pay attention?
No.
Is that what you want?
No.
Babe, come on.
What?
Is that what you want?
Let know.
Okay.
So you have the...
You gotta show the video, not me. Come on.
You have the single reed mouthpiece, which is the, like, wooden thingy you have to suck on for, like, 5 minutes to get it softer before you can play it. And you have the ligature thingy that you screw it onto that holds it. And you have the barrel joint that holds the thingy with the wooden thingy on it. Then you have the upper joint that it connects to. It's just all cork. And then you have a speaker key, which is one of the main keys. And then you have the middle joint, which also holds it all together. And the tone holes, which are just holes with no keys. They're just holes that you cover with your fingers. And then you have the other key, singular, and the key rod that, you know, when you press like 2 down, it makes a different sound. And then you have the cylindrical key wooden tube. I don't fucking know. And the plate, which does something dumb. And then you have the bell joint, which is just another spot of cork that holds it together. And the little baby buppy bell that is all wood. The entire clarinet's wood because it's a woodwind.
Thought they made of metal.
No, those are flutes. Flutes are completely
Oh.
metal.
They're the same instrument.
They're not.
Could be.
They're not.
Could be.
They're not.
Alright. Is that your instrument segment done? Or you got more to talk about?
No.
Well, tell us your fact of the week then. It's the closing segment time, guys.
That the water in the Blizzard World is canonically called Booty Bay on the map.
Good. What you got for song of the week?
Fool in the Rain, Led Zeppelin.
Real. I'm going with Birthday by Somi. Alright. Pokemon of the week.
Arcanine.
I'll go Sobble. Pull it.
I rode on an Arcanine too the other day.
Oh, yeah, you did go on Arcanine in your upcoming video. Alright. Let's close this out with our video schedule for the upcoming week. Starting with the 15th. So tomorrow on Sunday, we have Rocket League number 3 for the monthly miniseries. And we have NASCAR 25 career mode. We take on Nashville. On my birthday, we got some special videos for you guys. Pokemon Legends Arceus. We have Stardew Valley, where we hit a new season. Becomes winter in Stardew Valley. And Overwatch 2, the closest that I got to Platinum in that season before I hit Platinum. So, a little bit of, I guess, it's called a Platinum opportunity, but obviously I did hit Platinum in the season.
Yeah.
But at that point, I hadn't hit Platinum yet. And potentially, we could look at the OWCS preseason power rankings and analysis if we do it. Tuesday, Emily gets caught in a radiation storm in Fallout 4. Destiny 2 continues, and Pokemon Violet, we get to the first gym battle. Then on Wednesday, Emily continues in NASCAR 2005. Wreckfest career continues, and in another Wreckfest video, we have the Leaning Tower of Bengus. Which I don't know what that is, but it's called the Leaning Tower of Bengus.
You drive like a double-decker or something.
Maybe. No, that is just a Wreckfest video, so I don't know. It's not the career.
Oh. Maybe Bengus was in the game.
Yeah.
Leaning.
Thursday, Emily continues with Mario Odyssey in the video titled "This Magma is a Problem." Overwatch 2 competitive, of course, still titled that for February. Toxic Mercy. That's why I got called the Toxic Mercy. And in Lego Fortnite, we do complete building our cars. We can't drive them yet, but we can at least have them finished. And then on Friday, Emily struggles with curbs and iRacing. Gran Turismo 7, the final episode of Season 7, and Race Playlist 286. And then next Saturday, we gain some animals in Farming Simulator. Emily struggles in a tower in Let's Go Pikachu. Blessings.
Nagging.
And, of course, Generation Run the podcast. So, we'll see you guys then. We're back. We did the outro, but we're back. You know why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you forgot to talk about the Super Bowl.
I had the note. See, here's what happened. We have our, script notes so we know what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And it said, talk about Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, we did that last time. So I deleted it, and then I was like, wait. We previewed the Super Bowl last time. We didn't talk about the Super Bowl. We've spent all year.
You were so hyped to talk about the Patriots losing, too.
I mean, there's been a lot of things this week, with Overwatch playing a lot of that, and, the things that online, and, working, getting new jobs. So it kind of, left my mind.
This was kind of irrelevant.
So, it did just, slip my mind, and then when I was editing the video, and I was about to make the thumbnail, I was like, alright, let me check what number we're on, because I have the thumbnails numbered. And then I was like, wait, there's a picture of the Super Bowl in the thumbnail for the preview. So I forgot it. So we'll give you guys just a little thought on that. We talked about everything besides. I can't believe we spent.
You forgot about it.
I forgot about it. You forgot about it too.
You have the script. I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I don't look at it.
It's a shared note.
I don't look at it. Ever.
Well, you should. That way you know what's coming up in the episode. How'd the light in your eye when you did that? That feel good.
It's okay.
So basically, we spent all year talking about football and forgot the biggest game. So the Seahawks pretty much dominated the Patriots, as we kind of predicted.
I'm so glad. We don't have to go in hiding for like a year until football starts again.
Basically, the Patriots were a very fraudulent team, like we said. And I think a lot of people said. And if you weren't a Patriot fan, like, you can see that. It was noticeable that they weren't amazing. I think someone like Drake May got very overhyped. I think that he definitely didn't play
good,
as well as he's hyped up to be. I think there's a lot of times that he's put in this category of he should be elite, but he hasn't beaten good teams. He's struggled.
He beat the Jets.
You're right. He beat the Jets. He beat the Dolphins.
Got blown out the first time they played.
Like, who did?
The Patriots.
Got blown out by who?
Someone. I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
Either way, in Drake May's 2 seasons, he's barely beaten good teams. He's barely beaten good quarterbacks. He's, dominated against the Jets, who were at one of their all-time lows for how they play. He dominated against a very injured and just fired their head coach Giants. He beat the Dolphins, who had Tua, and then they benched Tua and fired their coach. The Titans, who fired their coach. I think they beat maybe the Browns or something. I don't know. They beat a bunch of awful teams, pretty much, the whole year. And the only good team they played, realistically, in the regular season was the Bills, and they went 1-1 against them. The only other team that they played that was decent was the Ravens, who almost made the playoffs. But the Ravens missed the playoffs, were below 500 by the end of the year, and fired their coach. So, I mean, again, they didn't really beat teams who were good. I mean, pretty much every team that they beat fired their coach, I think, pretty much besides the Jets. Realistically. So,
we fired our coach 3 games in.
More than that, but yeah.
Doesn't feel like it.
No, it was, Jackson Dart didn't start till week 4.
Yeah.
And then he played 4 games. So it was week 8 or 9. So halfway through, the Giants fired their coach. But yeah, it's one of those things that the Patriots didn't play good teams. They, Drake May looked genuinely not the best. I mean, if you watch his play, which, unfortunately we had to watch him, with the Giants and Jets playing against the Patriots, but he didn't look amazing. He looked like, a decent quarterback. You put him in probably the top half of the league, maybe. But again, he's playing the Jets and the Giants.
Bad Bunny got more rushing yards than Drake May.
No, Bad Bunny had more yards than the Patriots through the first 3 quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was one of those things that the Patriots weren't great. Their defense is solid. I'll say their defense is solid, but their offense is just garbage. And it's one of those things that in the playoffs it was noticeable. They had one of the worst playoff runs of any team ever. Drake May was the worst quarterback pretty much to make the Super Bowl ever. Statistically, that of the year he made it. Just was not good. It was one of those things that he was quite shit in that Super Bowl, and they try to be oh, he was injured as the excuse, as they always do. But every guy out there has some form of injury or pain they're working through at the end of the season. Mm-hmm. When you get through basically 20 weeks of playing football, you're going to be dealing with some pain in some form, some injury. It's just how football works. So yeah, he got cooked. Really got exposed. Because again, throughout the playoffs, the Chargers, they barely beat the Chargers. They were quite awful against them. It's just the offensive line of the Chargers is so shit that Justin Herbert couldn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
The Texans, again, their defense was really, honestly, better. But when C.J. Stroud turns the ball over 5 times, it's really hard to beat, or hard to lose when your opponent does that. And then the Broncos, I mean...
Lost Bo Nix.
The Broncos didn't have Bo Nix, and then once the snow came, the Patriots were up by a field goal, and neither team could go more than 2 feet. So... it was one of those things that they weren't great in that game. They really were not good in the playoffs. So they come against a team like the Seahawks, who Seahawks are going to be good for a while. I think they're going to be one of those teams as a threat in the NFC for years to come. Young coach. They got a young quarterback. They got a lot of young players, and they have a decent amount of cap space. They're one of the higher teams on cap space in the league, so I think they'll be good. I mean, that defense was amazing. I mean, they absolutely shut down the Patriots that entire game. And honestly, throughout the playoffs, I mean, they held the 49ers to 6 points. The Rams were the only one that was a little bit of a challenge, and even they didn't really do much against them. The Seahawks absolutely dominated and looked like the best team, and I don't know how you don't have them projected next year as the highest team going into the season, because a lot of them, the projections that I see have them like 3rd or 4th, but I mean, they got to be up there. The Seahawks got to be one of those teams that are high in the projections to win the Super Bowl next year, and the Patriots got to be one of those teams that are in the projections to win 5 or 6 games. I just don't think they're that good. I think that you'll definitely see them regress for sure. They have to play against a lot of tough opponents next year compared to going against everybody. So direct the schedule, May is going to have a hard time against that, where I think that the Seahawks are only going to get better.
Yeah.
So I expect them to do really, really well. But yeah, it's just going to be interesting to sort of see how those teams have things work out for them. But yeah, I think for the Patriots, it's not looking good.
Cooked. Over.
Yeah.
Done.
So, excited about that for them. And, Seahawks locked in and got the win. Sam Darnold winning Super Bowl was cool to see, obviously. He was a Jets player. He was drafted by the Jets. Jets fans like Sam Darnold. He's one of those likable guys. He didn't say anything bad about the team when he left. He's only been positive about it. He really appreciated the Jets fans being positive towards him. Through his run with the Seahawks. He's one of those guys that seeing him out there being successful, winning the Super Bowl, is cool. I mean, it's tough to see, the guy that your team picked 3rd overall and was to lead your team to that spot to win for someone else, but it was cool to see him get the win no matter what. So, it was just awesome to see Sam Darnold get the win. And that is our thoughts on the Super Bowl. So, we don't talk about football for a month or 2 till the draft happens and see who your team gets.
For real.
Where are the Giants picking? Are they 7th?
I think they're 5th.
5th or 7th in that range. I know a lot of teams are similar records. The Jets will be picking 2nd unless, of course, they make a trade, get rid of that pick. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But now, this is the outro. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys next week for more of Generational Run, the podcast.